everybody, my name is Farha. I'm a software engineer at Amazon. I'm also the co-founder of a platform called Meet Resume, where you can connect with software engineers from top FAANG companies over a one-on-one chat, and you get to know how they crack this particular opportunity. Maybe it could be a Google internship, an Amazon SDE role, or stuff like that, right? So it's a platform where you can choose a particular software engineer that you want to connect with and schedule a one-on-one call with them, whichever type of call that you prefer. So, coming to today's video, I'm going to tell you the easiest way to crack a technical interview at a top FAANG company or maybe any other top tech company. So, today, basically, what happens at an interview is you prepare for data structures and algorithm, and most of the technical rounds would be data structures and algorithmic round based, right? So basically, what you have to do for data structure and algorithm preparation is first you need to get the basics of data structures. So for that, there are many YouTube videos available. Since I was from a CS background, I basically had the data structure background. Like I knew the basics of data structures and everything. So I just needed to learn most of the algorithm and how to solve these particular problems. So basically, my task was to prepare efficiently to crack the technical interviews by solving coding questions. So for you guys, if you are newbies, like if you're not aware of data structures, what I would suggest is basically watch a few YouTube videos where they cover most of the data structures like arrays, trees, or maps or heaps or stuff like that. So basically go and prepare the basics of data structures and then start with coding questions. So for coding questions, one of the most and very important resource that I referred to was Interview Bit, Amazon interview questions, or Google interview questions. So if you search for this particular Interview Bit, Amazon interview questions, you would get topic-wise questions, and it is the most useful guide, guys, because it's like heaven. You get topic-wise questions, and you just need to prepare topic-wise. And once if the array is the heading, if you solve like 5 to 10 questions under arrays, you would be very thorough with arrays. I'm telling you, because it's very easy that if you get a different question, it's just not in one of these in the list, and you would be able to solve it because you had been solving all of these other questions and you're kind of thorough with array data structure. So this is the type of questions that you need to solve, like topic wise, prepare all of these questions and you will be able to solve most of the questions. And like one other thing that you need to prepare on is they might ask you a one-liner or MCQ question during the interview round. So for me, the third round of interview, one of the interviewers asked me one question, right? So how do you prepare for such kind of questions? One of the major important resources that I referred to was Geeks for Geeks last minute notes. I don't know if many of you are aware of this. This is like if you check out Geeks for Geeks last minute notes or LMNs, you would see topic-wise questions. So for OS, you would see a set of questions, not a set of questions, you would see a one-pager note. So if you refer to those one-pager note, you would be able to answer most of the questions that they ask you. So do check out operating system, networking, and oops anyway, also database management system. These are some of the major topics that they often ask questions from. So do check last minute notes and prepare on these 4 major subjects, right? Apart from this, many of you miss out on one major thing, that is preparing company wise, right? A lot of you, I see a lot of amazing candidates. They're very good at data structures and algorithm, but they do not know how to prepare company-wise because they do not have any seniors or anybody to help them with. So basically what you need to do is, for instance, let me tell you why company-wise preparation is required. For Amazon, during the last round, there is a hiring manager round where they would judge you based on your leadership principles at Amazon. Like there are a set of leadership principles at Amazon. You can just basically Google them out and see there are around 16 leadership principles now. So while I was interviewing, there was only 14. So they basically add two other leadership principles. For software engineers, they judge you based on leadership principles, and most of the other job opportunities also, they do check you based on the leadership principles. So do check them out. And for Google, they judge you based on the Googliness aspect. So this is basically the round where they see if you can go in sync with the already existing employees at Google, if they can tell that you are apt for the particular company that you're interviewing for, right? So this kind of aspect you can only learn from a particular software engineer who has already cracked this interview. So if you ask me about the leadership principles, I can tell you like what the rounds were and how they actually judge you based on the leadership principles. So for Google, you need to ask someone who has cracked the Google interviews, right? So at Meet Resume, basically you have this access to a set of software engineers that we have curated. You can basically schedule a opportunity hack session with one of the software engineers and ask them about how they cracked this particular opportunity, how they cracked the Google internship, how they got into Amazon as a software engineer, how they got into Microsoft as a software engineer too, or stuff like that. So it's basically a place where you can connect with software engineers at ease. Earlier, what do we used to do? We basically used to send out LinkedIn messages, send out LinkedIn connection requests. Sometimes they would accept, sometimes they would reply. It's basically a very tedious process, right? So this is cut short by Meet Resume. So this is exactly the reason why I brought Meet Resume into existence, because while I was preparing for my Amazon interviews, I kind of knew how difficult it was, right? And if you don't get the right guidance, you actually don't get to know how to crack these interviews, right? And many people with great talent miss out on these particular opportunities just because of this. And I don't want this to happen to any of you. So do check out Meet Resume, schedule the call with the particular software engineer that you want to connect with. Basically, it could be a resume review session, it could be a referral review session, it could be an opportunity hack session, any of this. Okay, let me talk about each of this. So resume review, you basically submit your resume and you get to know aspects of how to modify your resume for that, so that this particular resume can go through um, the particular company's resume shortlisting round. So these are some of the things that you need to take care of. The other stuff is the referral review, where basically what happens is for referral review, we actually reach out to engineers on LinkedIn and stuff like that. And it's very difficult for them to respond, right? Because they are really busy people. So if they have put out a schedule over there, you can basically book a call with them and they would be appearing for the call. And during the referral review call, the engineer would judge you based on, give you a question or something and see if you're capable of solving the question. And if they find you suitable candidate who can crack this particular opportunity, they would refer you for this particular role that you're applying to. An opportunity hack, like I said, mentioned before, it's basically a call where you can ask the engineer how they crack this particular opportunity, so on and so forth, right? What are the stuff they prepared with? How did they prepare data structures? So another aspect is if someone is from an easy background and they want to get into computer science, we have engineers, like one of the engineers who is from an easy background who got into Amazon. Now he's working at Microsoft right now. So there are multiple people from multiple backgrounds. So just find who is more suitable for you and connect with that particular engineer and get to know stuff about how to solve this particular round, right? So check out Meet Resume at meetresume.com and find the suitable mentor, connect and get on a call. I think we are at the end of the video. So we were talking about how to crack technical interviews at top companies, top software companies. So it's basically preparing on data structures and algorithm, and then preparing some CS fundamental subjects, and then basically preparing company-wise. Company-wise preparation is very important, and one of the main resources that I referred to you guys was meetresume.com. So do check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys on another video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do click on the red subscribe button and check out my Instagram page as well. Connect with me there. Send me DMs. Let me know what you think. Do comment out any of things that you found interesting in this video, or any questions that you have under this video. You can connect with me on Instagram at Farha Karim Vlogs. Yeah, that's all about it today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!